You've said before that stress can be good for us, but how do we know when it's too much? Let me just tell you, when you think about stress, how you think about stress is really important. First of all, you can't lie to yourself, but if, for instance, you watch a 1 or 3 minute video about stress and it tells you all the terrible things that stress does to your immune system and sleep, then you experience those things, increases in blood pressure, etc. However, if you watch a 1 to 3 minute video that's also true about the fact that stress can sharpen your decision making for certain kinds of things, actually can accentuate your immune system. I wish someone would help me get this narrative right out there. Stress does not deplete your immune system unless it goes on a long time. We'll talk about what long means in a moment. Why would it? Think about it. If you had to fast and move with family or weather a storm of any kind, emotional or physical, and you got sick, that wouldn't make any sense. It's usually after you're stressed. If you've ever been go, or taking care of a loved one or studying or working hard, and then you finally go on vacation, you rest, you arrive and you get sick, it's because your immune system shut down, it stopped. Your immune system is mobilized by that alertness side of your autonomic nervous system, but you do need sleep. And it's actually, we think, the slowing of circulation. And this is why it's probably not a good idea to exercise if you're already sick. And if you're veering towards sick, probably limit the intensity of any kind of interaction as best you can and just still yourself. Now you know that stress is both bad and good. So which one is it? Does it average to nothing? No, it turns out that you can bias this in one direction or the other, depending on which information you're listening to more often. I think this is really important. I would call short-term stress, which is very beneficial for us, is the kind of stress that happens on the order of a day, 2 or 3 days. Not a problem, even if you feel torn apart, provided you can get rest afterwards. Long-term stress is the kind of stress that really starts to impede your sleep-wake cycle, make your dreams more stressful and more like nightmares, and they're not going away. And I can promise you that for those of you that have challenges with sort of a accumulation of stress from the past that's now compounded by what's happening now, etc., that the solution does seem to be to get yourself into a supported environment of some kind that can take you through the full ride of autonomic intensity, catharsis of some sort, and then relaxation. That does seem to be what snaps people out of what we would call longer term stress and historical stress. There's even the question of whether or not focusing directly on the trauma and the story is so critical. I think it is. Obviously, that's something that should be done with a clinician, but stress that impedes your sleep for 3 nights or more, that shifts the pattern of dreams to more anxious dreams, that is more long-term stress. And for that, you need to take it seriously. And it's the kind of thing where if you don't take it seriously, it can start degrading things like your immune system, etc. And I would say that under those conditions, use sleep as a good marker. In fact, one of the questions that is used as a diagnostic for whether or not people are depressed or anxiously depressed is whether or not they are sleeping well or not, right? Again, language is not very good at parsing what's going on inside. We have to look to behaviors and regularity of sleep-wake cycles, etc.